Welcome to Viking News.
Your link to all things Vikings.
I'm Carly Spriggs.
And I'm Avery Yeoman.
And you're now watching Viking News.
No one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke, you broke, your love life's the old way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. But when it hasn't been your day, week, your month, even your year. But I'll be there for you when the road starts to pour. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you, so there for me too.
The first Wednesday in February is
Read Across America.
Sequoia and Monet head over to Garfield to cover the event.
My name's Erica. My name's Hayden. And also on the Viking News. She likes these books. I like the animal books where there's all kinds of animals, especially the little thingy what's related to sloth. Panda. Not panda.
So all of our teachers know how important it is at Garfield to read. We also want our kiddos to be able to read books that are special to them. So we want kiddos to see themselves in the books. We know right now, going around in the world, people are trying to ban books, and so we're big advocates for reading what is important to you and what's meaningful for you. And so Robbie Martin does a great job getting books for our library. Robin McCleary does a great job in being our fearless instructional coach. Misty Russell does a great job, and all of our teachers here do a great job with getting books for our kiddos too.
I have a lot of favorite books. I mostly like Charlotte's Web and Julie Jones and Judy Myth books, and I like to take A on her quizzes.
My favorite book is Sly Guy.
I read a lot of books. My favorite book's probably going to be something like Harry Potter.
My favorite books are Dogman and Cat Kid.
Many favorite books, but my favorite book is Dogman because I learn a lot over it.
My favorite books are probably Dogman and Amari and the Night Brothers, and probably also Babysitter's Club.
The books are Who Would Win.
Favorite book's Old Yeller.
My favorite book is Amulet. My favorite book is Dismal Cruel.
Book is Dark Diaries from Tales from a Not So Friendly Frenemy.
My favorite book is The Good Egg.
Favorite book is I Survived the Battle of Greatburgs, 1863.
Students should learn how to read because it expands their knowledge and it helps with their imagination. I think everyone should strive to read at least like one book a week.
Reading is important for kids because it improves their vocabulary and helps with the imagination.
2, 3.
In honor of Black History Month, Trey and Demetra have a special segment.
I like your hair today, Miss K.
Thanks, Trey. I appreciate it.
How long does it normally take you to get it that way?
This hairstyle varies. This time it took me 8 hours, but it's been anywhere from 5 hours to 10 hours.
Okay, so how long does it take you to usually do your hair?
For the braids themselves, probably about 5 hours. And then the haircut, probably about 30 minutes.
What inspires you to do your hair?
I like how it looks.
Why do you think hairstyles are important to Black culture?
Each person is unique. Personally, I like braids, but I also wear short natural.
As a community, we have like different hair, and I feel like hair is like really prominent to like who you are, and I think it's very important to love your hair and to because to some people, Black people hair can be very unprofessional, and I think that we should express it more.
I just think it's important to be yourself and be an individual. The world just needs to accept it's 2023 and this is us.
The next segment is World News with Elijah.
Welcome back to World News with Elisha Baldwin. Today, this episode is about virtual reality. In 2020, a grieving mother had the chance to reunite with her dead daughter. She even got to spend time with her daughter on what would be her daughter's birthday. President Obama worked with VR designers to make a full VR experience of the national park. Obama endorses virtual reality, saying it will be the next step in technology. On the opposite side of things, VR headsets can cause nausea and eye strain. Extended use can result in headaches and neck pain. It's got me wondering of what Vikings think of the subject.
My name is Khalik, and I think VR recording could either be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on how far they go with it.
I think that VR is going to take technology in a pretty interesting direction. I mean, it could be pretty cool, but I don't own one myself, so I can't really say.
Companies that fabricate equipment are having monitors and in some cases virtual headsets out on the shop floor where people can see in that environment how the machines go together, so it's helping in assembly. It really is amazing, but it's here and it's going to stay. So that's the impact that it's having right now.
With all that being said, this is Elisha Baldwin, and remember to stay safe out there.
Avery, if you could choose one superpower, what would it be?
Wish I could fly.
Joe and Mason want to find out what your superpower would be.
I'm here with Connor Barkis, and we just gotta know, what superpower would you pick if you could pick any superpower in the whole world?
I'd pick super speed.
Why?
Well, Flash has always been my favorite superhero, so I think it'd be cool to run around like he does.
I'm here with Landon P, and we just gotta know, what superpower would you pick if you could pick any?
If I could pick any, it would be the ability to draw a perfect circle.
I'm here with my favorite teacher, Mrs. Moore, and we just gotta know, what superpower would you pick if you could pick any?
If I could pick any superpower, it would probably be reading people's minds. But I wouldn't want to do it all the time, so I'd have to be able to turn it on and off. Yep.
Sounds a good one.
And now on to our next favorite segment, Fit Checks.
The dress is from Gap, but I thrifted it because thrifting saves money and the environment. The leggings are Victoria's Secret pink, and the boots are from Shoe Department.
Okay, I am wearing slacks, Hager slacks, they're from Kohl's, and I'm wearing a Croft and Barrow top, $7 on clearance from Kohl's. I got my polo on underneath, that came from Macy's. I don't know where I got my dress shoes, but they're pretty sweet, even the socks are pretty cool.
Hey, my name is Cypress Jones, and this is my outfit. It was gifted to me, retro ones. Amethyst for protection, hair done by Stevie Logan.
Today I've got the Vanderhoosen quarter zip pullover. My shirt is from Joss A. Banks. My R2-D2 tie is from George. Got the black Dockers on and finished off with the Dad Fit Sketcher.
This week's class shoutout is
Miss Jones.
I'm traveling with the weather. Today, high of 46. This evening, a low of 20. Tomorrow, high of 49. A low of 29. On Sunday, a high of 61. A low of 32. This is Travis with the weather. Stay safe out there, lights.
The strength and conditioning class got new uniforms. Let's go see what they look like.
So recently, my strength and conditioning classes were checked out, 2 shirts and shorts for them to wear in class, and it's something it's important to me because number one, I think it helps with getting the class together as one unit, all of us working to achieve one goal, and that's to get bigger, faster, stronger, in shape, and the biggest thing outside of that was there's really no more excuses for people not to dress out. These shirts are where we can wear one on Monday, one on Tuesday. We do laundry after that. Then Wednesday, Thursday, same process, and then I allow them to wear whatever they want on Friday. So there's no excuses anymore where they say, Coach, I didn't bring clothes today, I can't dress out, so on and so forth. So I think it's going to be a game changer for us, and I'm looking forward to see what this does with the momentum of our class moving forward here in the spring.
For this next segment, let's go see what the teachers think their most embarrassing moments were.
What's your most embarrassing moment?
My name is Mrs. Fabricky. So the one that comes to my mind right now was when I was in 2nd grade. It was a long time ago, but that's how embarrassing it was. So in 2nd grade, our teacher lined us up and we were going down the hallway, and I started thinking about something. I don't remember what it was at this time, but I was daydreaming, walking down the hall. I was about the 5th one in line, and I was really deep in thought, and then all of a sudden, I ran smack into a door, and I fell over. And everybody stopped and looked at me, and I had run into an open door because I wasn't paying attention to where I was going.
So what's your name?
Christina.
So, Christina, what was your most embarrassing moment?
Probably the day I was driving to work and realized I had on one black Nike tennis shoe and one black Adidas tennis shoe, and I had to turn around and go home and correct my shoes.
So what is your most embarrassing thing that has happened?
So a few years ago, I broke my foot getting out of an Uber. It was in a van, and I tripped on the seatbelt and broke my foot. It was the night before my cousin's wedding, and so I had to go with a broken foot, and it was awful, and I had to fly back from Houston with a broken foot, which was very painful. It was pretty darn embarrassing.
Why did teachers decide to teach?
Let's go find out why.
First time I ever thought about being a teacher, I was in 5th grade, and I hated my 5th grade teacher. Her name was Miss Volk. Sounds like a teacher name you should hate, I guess. And I just thought that I could do a better job than her. Obviously I had some growing up to do, and then I was captain of the football team my senior year of high school. My friends, were always joking around calling me Coach Mo, which I kind of thought was funny, I guess. But then really in college, I just realized that, there were things about my faith that I struggled with and things about school that I struggled with. And I had worked through some of those things, and I thought I could help other people do the same. So
I wanted to become a teacher ever since I was little. My grandpa was a history teacher, my dad was a history teacher, and I always wanted to be a history teacher as well. And so I knew that was always what I wanted to do, and I never changed my mind.
They had an automotive teacher quit 2 weeks into the school year, and within 30 minutes, Eric Swanson and Bruce Ray were at my shop and had me here. I started right then. I had told the school district years ago that I wouldn't let the automotive program fail. If they needed me for a few weeks while somebody was off for surgery or anything, I could do that. And now I'm into my 2nd semester through the 5th week. But it's actually an item I really kind of wanted to do all my life, but I let the fire department get in the way for 32 years. And I'm getting a chance to mark one off the bucket list.
Brian Mathis knows a lot about cars.
And here's the first edition of Car Tours!
Alright, this is my truck. It's a 2001 Dodge Ram 1500. It needs a little work here and there, but it's a process. That's why it's 2 different colors. Just put new bed, fenders, tires on it, but doing something. Needs a little bit. Yeah. Alright, this is the interior. It's a little dirty, a little dusty, needs cleaned. But shows 120 on the dash, 6,000 RPM. I actually think it has a full tank of fuel in it, but that's cool. And it has 220 something thousand miles, but it's a Dodge, never kill it. This 20-year-old truck, dash not broken. This is Mr. Barks' 2022 430i.
Got your media.
It has high quality interior with a lot of room. If you're in the district and you get a sweet ride, let us know here at Viking News.
Carly, what's your favorite movie?
Princess and the Frog.
Let's go check out our next segment, movie reviews.
Hi, have you been wondering what's in theaters right now or don't know what movie you want to see?
Well, here at Viking News, we got you covered. Our first movie is 80 for Brady. Four best friends live life to the fullest and go on a wild trip to see their hero Tom Brady play in the 2017 Super Bowl. Our second movie is Knock at the Cabin. While on vacation, a young girl and her parents are taken hostage by four strangers who demand that the family make a choice to avert an apocalypse. Our third movie is Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Puss has died 8 times and is down to his last life. To get those lives back, he must embark on his greatest journey yet. Our fourth movie is Megan. Gemma becomes the caretaker of her 8-year-old niece, Katie, but is unsure how to be a parent. So she pairs her with a prototype AI, unaware of the unforeseen consequences. Our fifth movie is A Man Called Otto. Otto is a man who finds no joy in life other than making fun of his neighbors. But one day, new neighbors move into town and they form an unexpected bond.
And that's our show. Stay safe and go Vikes.